The one disc that is always slept on that you need to have in your bag right now. Oh yeah. Welcome to Oh Yeah Disc Golf. This is Joey. I am having groovy vibes, always throwing funky lines, and I'm always having a great time. Hope you guys are having a good evening today. I got to show you this disc. I have not seen anything on this disc. I want to pimp this disc. I need everybody in their mother to have this disc. So many times as an age protected ham, uh, I want to make sure that I throw disc and I know exactly where they're going to go, right? Probably Innova's Mako 3 5500 is probably the most famous one I've probably seen. But again, the 5-speed for the ladies, really for anybody, but I think 5-speeds are generally speaking just they're slept on, right? Because what do we want to do? We want to throw this bomber disc. We want to get down there. We want to throw an approach, and then we want to putt. And so a lot of times we don't even think about a 5-speed or anything. I was just playing A-tier tournament, and I was overhearing one of my card mates talking about how he's got nothing but drivers and putters. And he was a younger guy. He threw great. But I was just in the back of my head, I was just sitting there going, wait a minute, brother, you ain't got no mid ranges in your bag. I didn't go looking at, I believed him. But again, I think 5-speeds are very underrated, especially for people just looking to improve their round. I'm not talking about the Gannon Burrs, the ABs. I'm not talking about the Pauls. I'm not talking about the Paige Pierces and Missy Gannas. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you in league or you going out there just trying to get better. Or how about this? Just throwing a funky line and having a good time and having some groovy vibes. Okay, I mean, oh yeah, let's do that. I mean, nobody wants to go to the disc golf course and then all of a sudden proceed to shank things. It's hard to have a good time when you're always throwing funky lines that end up in trees. So let me introduce you to this, one of my best friends in my bag, coming up from below. Oh, that's the other rounds guy. Boom. Latitude 64 compass, right? This is a 5501. They make them in different plastics. This is a gold. It's not see-through. It's not that translucent. It's not opto. It's got a nice flat top to it. I like flat top discs. I have no idea if you can flick it. I don't. I throw it backhand. This disc, I bought off the used disc bin and it was brand new. I mean, never been thrown. I don't know why. I call this my birdie disc. All right. This disc right here, I love the fact that maybe it's mental. I don't know if I could throw a disc that had a 0-0 connotation. Just mentally, I'm not sure I could do this. I don't know because if you've known me from my past videos, I think flight numbers for the most part are bogus anyway. You got to go buy it and throw it. And there's so many different molds and so many different plastics that it's hard. It just is really hard. So this disc right here, 5501. Let me tell you about this disc. I'm not going to say that it does it all because I don't try to do it all. If I need a disc to turn over, I don't grab this one. This disc goes, I grab this bad boy if I need to hit a Mando. If I am in the woods or the park and there's trees all over the place and I got a very thin fairway, I'm throwing the compass. All right. I don't know why Latitude 64, hey, hit me up. I don't know why that they don't push this disc more. I have their Trust, which is a 5502, that I think is more laser pointed for power throwers. I have one, it's a great disc. But this bad boy goes super straight with just enough fade to where for the average person it's perfect. there's a hole that we play out. There's a creek running down the side. It's a typical disc golf hole when you got water. It's like a creek down the right side. Nothing but trees on the left, probably about 30 feet fairway that goes down about 254 feet. Basket is obviously not straight up. It's like where my finger is to my face, just a little, well, I guess be you this way, a little to my left, your right. I grab this disc. I rip this disc. I keep it flat because there's a high ceiling. It goes that distance for me. If I throw it right, I can get it right inside the bullseye. If I throw it wrong, it'll just go completely straight with just a little fade at the end. So, and I know that for me, if I throw it 90 to 95%, it's still going to fade. It's not going to turn at all. And this disc, for probably the vast majority of people, would probably improve your game by about 2 to 3 strokes around. Try it. Listen, I'm not going to hate on any disc. If you got discs that you love, that's totally fine. But this disc right here, the amount of confidence, it feels great. You know, I think Latitude probably makes some of the best plastic as far as how it feels. Everybody's got their own feel. So, you know, if it feels great in your hand, it feels great in your hand. But this disc, shallow rim, right? Let me see, I don't know if this is a micro bead. I don't know if that you can kind of see it right there. I don't know if you consider that a micro bead or not, or if that's flat. I don't know because I'm not a pro. I'm going to go with no because if you look on it like that, you can't really tell a bead. So I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I'm not professional. What I do know is this bad boy, you throw it and you yeet this thing, it's going to go nice and flat and perfect with very minimal fade at the end, sitting yourself up perfect. Does not skip, doesn't drop like a rock. This is probably, if I had, this is 177 grams. If I was to engineer a disc for the masses to help the most amount of people in the game of disc golf, young people, old people, good people, bad people, people that don't have lots of disc, people that throw 200 discs, whatever. If I was to design a disc for the masses, I would design this disc. And I'm not an engineer. I got hundreds of discs. Um, I've bought brand new lots of discs, but this barely from the used pile has been in my bag for now 2 years. Absolutely perfect. I would say for me, that maxes out at between 3 and 325 distance. I'll throw this bad boy. If I just need it straight and tight, I will throw this bad boy in anything from 175 ish to about 250 ish. That's a huge range, you guys. And if I can get this disc to come out in that big of range, because I'm not a big arm, so I know what you're probably thinking. 175, I'm throwing a Luna or I'm throwing a putter or whatever. If I goose up on most putters, I'm going to pull them to the right, right? Um, and I don't feel I'm confident enough to. I love throwing putters, but I'm not confident with it once it gets into that 175. So I'm going to reach for this bad boy right here. Absolute pearl of a disc. If you've never tried this bad boy, Latitude 64 compass. You can buy them from Sweden. It's got the compass spelled in Swedish. It's pretty cool. But this bad boy, again, you need this in your bag. If you're not carrying any mid ranges right now, or if you're carrying a mid range, very little, and all you have is a zone, or all you have is a pyro or something really overstable, dude, get this in your bag pronto. Let me know in the comments if you bag this, and if you don't, you need to bag this bad boy and let me know how you do it. Until further ado, hey, have a great, some groovy vibes. Try to throw some funky lines, but remember, it's all about having a good time.